Hey Fusion. Well, unless you've been like hiding in a cave for the last 6 to 7 weeks, you know that we're in this Fusion on Tour thing where we're really going after Matthew 28, where Jesus gives the Great Commission. And he says, go into all the world, take the good news with you, take the good news of what I've done, of what Jesus has done with you, and make disciples, tell the good news, heal the sick, raise the dead, all that crazy, amazing stuff. And I don't know about you, but the more that I've done it, the more that I've been intentional whenever I go out to do one of these things that we do, the more that I've realized, man, most of the time I don't do this. Like, you know, the 5% of the time that I actually am like really focused and targeted and looking to share Jesus and share the love of God, whatever might happen to be set in my heart to do that day, God's really brought it to my mind that the other 95% of the time I'm totally like not even aware of what's going on around me. And God's just really been bringing it up to my mind that so many times, guys, we are we got this tunnel vision thing going on, don't we? You know, we're must go to fast food restaurant and eat, must go to a movie theater, and that's what we do. We go and eat, we get back in our car and we leave. We go back to our apartment complex. There might be people all around, but we're like, oh, I'm tired, and we just go right in. It's maybe because we don't have like a set goal for that day, or maybe we're just tired, whatever it is. But maybe you're in this place, or I hope that you get to this place where you start realizing how much of our lives we just live with this tunnel vision thing, where we're totally and completely unaware of what's going on in the world around you. And so, a scripture that God took me to is 1 Peter, I believe it's 1:13, where it says, prepare your minds for action. Prepare your minds for action. That means wherever you're doing, you need to wake your mind up. Say, hey, you're not just on remote control. You're not on autopilot today. Oh, wake up, take a shower, get in the car, go to work, come back home, watch TV, fall asleep, then wake up tomorrow and repeat. Man, let's be active. Let's prepare our minds for action. And it even reminds me, Matthew 28, the best translation of that isn't go into all the world. It's as you are going into all the world, make disciples. That's Jesus' commission to us. He's saying as you are going into the world, he's saying you don't even necessarily have to go looking for people, but what you need to do is as you are going, keep your eyes open. Prepare your minds for action. Whenever you see an opportunity, seize it. And that's why you look over in Acts 3, and it's that one of those stories that we look so heavily at is when Peter and John, they meet this crippled guy at the gate called Beautiful, and they end up healing him. But we have to understand is that was just a day like every other day. You know, Peter and John woke up that morning. They're like, hey, guess it's time to go to the temple, and they just happened to see that guy there, and they took Jesus' word seriously. As you are going into all the world, share the love of God. And so we got an opportunity today, guys, and for the next few days. It's this thing that we're called paying it forward. And what that means is, like, wherever you're going, just look for an opportunity to pay forward what you've gotten. Because what you've gotten, you've freely received. And so Jesus says, freely give that. And so it might be paying for somebody's meal. It might be praying for somebody. Whatever that thing is. Tonight, I was at the mall, at Discover Mills Mall, and I just paid for a lady's meal who was in line right behind me. I got a second to talk to her. And what I believe is this, guys. The results aren't in your hands. It's just your job to be obedient. Paul says that some plant, some water, but in the end God makes it grow. And so it's your job to just be obedient, to play the part in the puzzle that God has called you to play in somebody's life. And so that's your charge for these next couple days, guys. Pay it forward. Seize your divine moment. Prepare your minds for action. And as you are going into the world, take Jesus with you. Share the good news. And I'm looking forward to hearing your story. So keep on going, guys. Keep on going on Fusion on Tour.